hang out. What have you got in mind? Well, I don't know. What do you have in mind? Oh, come on, you called me. You don't have any ideas? Fine. Let's just go to a movie. I don't know which one. Oh my God. Pick one. I'll talk to you later. Oh, that was frustrating. Have you ever been there? You've had a conversation with an individual or maybe a group of individuals and they just can't make a decision. Today we're going to talk about effective decision making. There's 6 steps in the effective decision making process. And the first and most important step is defining your business problem or your goal. What are you trying to achieve? And it's very important because you need to stay focused on that problem or that goal as you work through the rest of the steps. Step 2 is to gather all necessary information. And necessary information is a distinction here because it's not just gathering facts. The decision-making process is a subjective process. It involves opinions and often starts at the opinion stage once you're in this gathering phase because you need to formulate a hypothesis or have an opinion and then gather the data to either support or refute that opinion. And you may have more than one that you're going to gather and investigate and do analysis on. From gathering and analyzing that information, you identify your options, which is step number 3. With identifying your options, you need to, again, take that data and identify the most viable options that you have. Step number 4 is to make a plan. Select one or maybe 2 or 3 of your options and develop a plan around those. I'm personally a plan B, C, D kind of person, so I'm going to have a few backup plans in my pocket because that's what makes me comfortable when I'm making an important decision. Number 5 is to execute your plan. Talk about frustration. One of the most frustrating experiences for me is when I am part of a decision and then part of the decision-making process and we don't actually execute the decision that we made. First, I feel like it's a waste of my time. Why did we even discuss or work through this problem? And secondly, what is holding us back from executing? Do we have something else going on? So it can be very frustrating. So you need to execute on that decision and how important, if it's an important thing to do. And finally, the last step, number 6, is to gather feedback. Did you meet your business goal? Did you solve the problem? You may gather that feedback as you're working through the execution, depending on how long that process is. And do you need to go back to plan B or plan C and stop what you're doing now? Or maybe even just tweak? Or you are evaluating at the end of the process, and again, just saying, did we meet our goal or do we need to go back and try this again? Let's take the scenario from before and go through that conversation again using effective decision-making process. Hey, yeah, what's up? Sure, I'd love to hang out. What have you got in mind? Okay, well, considering that we want to save or not spend a lot of money, we don't want to be too far away from home, and we turn into pumpkins at midnight. Our options are what? Okay, we can go see the latest Batman movie. That's awesome. That's a really good choice. We could go see My Fair Lady at the local community theater. Oh, I just love that play. Sure, we could always just go for beers too. That works great. All right, you know what? Let's go see My Fair Lady and then go have beers after. Perfect. Okay, I'll see you at 8. Thanks. Finally, he's learned how to make a decision and plan a date.